I'll start again. I can't speak.
I am a lesbian and demisexual, so I'm attracted to women, but I only experience sexual attraction when I've experienced a very emotional bond.
I'm pansexual, and that means that I'm attracted to anybody regardless of their gender or sexual orientation.
I am demisexual, and that basically means I don't form sexual attraction towards anyone unless there's been like a strong emotional bond beforehand.
I'm pansexual also, so I love anyone regardless of gender and whoever they want to be.
Sims gender.
Well, currently I'm cisgender, so I'm comfortable with the gender I was assigned at birth, which is female, but at the minute I'm currently exploring that, because obviously gender's on the spectrum, so I'm just exploring that, seeing how I feel. But yeah, currently I go by she, her pronouns.
Cisgender, so I identify as the gender I was assigned when I was born.
I'm cisgender, but also I don't really feel that gender it's not really something that bothers me, so I don't really mind pronouns or anything, so I go with cisgender, but I don't know.
I'm non-binary, so I'm either guy or girl. I'm just like in the middle.
I mean, really it's just from society who says that I need to fall in love with someone when, yes, I do, but it's very rare. But everyone's like, oh, you'll find someone someday, which, yes, that is how it goes for me, but don't use that as an excuse for you.
Home and work are fine for me. At school, I went to a Catholic school, I experienced some sentiment. It wasn't a direct prejudice, it was just, I could tell there was ill feeling towards the way I would express myself occasionally, and it just made me feel a bit uncomfortable from now and again.
I don't really face much prejudice because not really many people know apart from like close friends, but it's not that I wouldn't tell people if they asked, it's just like it's something personal to me, so I don't see why it has to affect myself at school, work or home.
At school I get them, but that's just 12-year-old boys being 12-year-old boys. At work it's okay, I'm just the token gay person. But apart from that I don't get anything.
Well, there was this one time when this guy who had a girlfriend, he fell in love with me for some reason. And then because I told him that I'm demisexual and what that means, he basically blamed me for him falling in love with me, and then the situation he was in, because apparently I'm the reason he broke up with his girlfriend. Don't know how, but there you go.
Well, I used to have a friend who is now not my friend for very obvious reasons, because she was kind of homophobic, and when I came out to her, she then started treating me really weirdly and wouldn't really, we were never as close afterwards, and it's probably because she thought that I would come on to her or something, which I would never do because she was ugly and I could do better.
Definitely at work, but they're just sort of more friendly, so it's not in a bad way. They're like, oh yeah, you're gay, that's fine, come, let's go speak about people. But that's about it. It's never really anything negative.
Most of my family know, my immediate family know, so like my parents and my sister, and my aunties, cousins, my gran now, that was fun. Yeah, they're all accepting. Lovely jokes are made, which are quite hilarious, which make me really happy, knowing that we're that comfortable with each other and that they're that comfortable with my identity and everything like that. It's great.
My family know that I'm pan, but not that I'm non-binary. So with the pan stuff, they were just fine. To quote my mum, do I let more girls stay around or don't let anyone stay around? But I was like 13, so yeah, anyway. So I mean, she was fine with it and all my family are okay, but my biological dad doesn't know, but he's a dick, so I'm gonna have to redo that, haven't I?
No one in my family knows everyone but my family knows.
My family don't know, but that's because it's not because I'm, like I said, it's not because I'm like closed off about it. But if I ever got a girlfriend or a partner, I would just like say, oh, I got a girlfriend or I got a partner, cool, and I think they'd be okay with it, probably. If not, like, what can they do?
I think it means that it's going to be okay for people to realise that heterosexuality isn't the only option, because I think a lot of people do, and it just allows people to sort of feel themselves, feel comfortable with themselves, and as they are entirely, they can be their entire self, and that's how I felt as I've discovered LGBT representation in media. I feel accepted in society, and it's really important.
I think it's good because it will normalise the idea that not everyone, like, heterosexuality isn't default, being cisgender isn't default. Like, there's a whole spectrum of people and it's fine to be that way, really.
Having representation of the LGBT plus community is not just putting a token lesbian or token lesbian couple or like a gay person. It's about having a whole spectrum of people, like for example Deadpool's pansexual, which was amazing to have that, like him as like a pinnacle of the pansexual community, and like having not just saying, oh, we have representation, there's a single lesbian who talks about being lesbian. No, that's not representation, that's just you being Hollywood. Yeah, it's the same for racism. Like, having one black guy in does not make it diverse.
I mean, Deadpool is big. But no, I think there's an okay amount, but it's more how society reacts to it. Like, Ellen's good, but like there's no other sort of out there lesbians just being who they are, apart from Emmy. But no, like, it's sort of, because in the new Dory film, whatever it's called, there's the lesbian couple, and everyone's like freaking out about that. So I don't think it's the representation that's the issue, it's society watching it that's the issue.
It's important so that when I tell people that I'm pansexual, they won't instantly go to kitchenware jokes, because like I've heard it before. Yes, it's hilarious, you're so original, yes, I love pots and pans, thank you very much for pointing that out. And I feel it's important for people to not have to explain themselves all the time. I mean, like, it's nice to be able to educate people, but it's not your duty to educate people on like just who you are. Like, it should be more widely known and taught in schools and stuff, so it makes it less uncomfortable for people who don't feel comfortable with their sexuality to have to explain it.
Just stop telling me every day that I'm gonna find someone. Like, yes, I know I will, but for the time being, fuck off. Please. Yeah.
I'm gonna be that awkward person that says it doesn't, because I do what I do, I don't really give a fuck. So like, I know why it's important for some people to know, because it is annoying to explain everything, but at the same time, just don't care and just do you.
So they understand me. But yeah, that's why. As a society, we need to understand each other as best as we can, and it's vital that we all understand each other's identities to the best that we can, so we communicate better.